We are so excited to be part of this garden collaboration, and thank you so much, Rose, for putting it together.
Yeah, Rose, this is a great idea. Thanks a lot. Fantastic.
Behind us is a tiny little glimpse of our future homestead. If we cross every finger and toe that we have, that it all works out. Because we are knowing that we're going to get a homestead, we are being able to...
If it's not this one, it's another one. But boy, this one we're excited about.
We're excited about this collaboration because we can actually visualize where we might put our garden.
Yeah, we're, you know, even though the papers aren't all signed, we're starting to make plans.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. So...
We haven't given it a name yet, though.
No. So the very first thing that we have to do is figure out where we can put our garden, because we're going there after the garden season has started for most of you. And where did we choose?
What we've chosen is a spot that hasn't been gardened, hasn't had the animals on it. They've parked trailers and whatnot there, so it's going to be somewhat compacted.
Yeah. We chose
But
this...
the reason we're doing that is it's relatively level, it is free of shade, and it's convenient to the house. So
we're going to tell you 3 things that we're going to grow that we've never grown before. But first we're going to tell you how we're going to prepare our garden bed that we're going to have.
Which is different, slightly different. It's a variation on what we've done. It's adding some to it. But we are very committed to no-till for a lot of reasons. And those of you who are involved in doing that, you understand what we're saying. That's what we want to do, and we had a little bit of luck with some no-till efforts, and we see a lot of people having a great deal of success with it. I guess we didn't have luck. I mean, we had success. So
some of this success.
We want to do more of it.
Because we're going to have a new homestead,
brand new. Everything is new.
Everything is new. But we have one little problem that Jim's going to tell you what we're going to do first, because we're getting there after the main growing season, not the growing season, but we should have planted already.
Yeah, planting season.
We need to get an area ready that we're going to plant. Really quick, let me just explain why we're doing it in an area that hasn't been gardened. First of all, there hasn't been gardening on this place, but they've had animals and they've had horses, and there's an area we want to later use.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go into that much detail.
I just want to say it's too rich. That's why.
Yeah, it's a little bit rich.
It's just too rich.
We have to do a lot to it to get it ready.
So we need to go to a fresh area. So
we're going to an area that doesn't have those kinds of challenges.
So he's going to show you how to take a fresh area and have it ready in 2 weeks.
Now,
you can just keep them together.
Okay. I thought we were using newspaper.
We can use newspaper or these.
Okay, newspaper this. So the thickness, we're going to take these and break them down, but
you want to have it 10 thicknesses of newspaper.
Thickness of 10 newspaper. So first of all, this doesn't break down as well.
It's plastic lined.
It's not going to be a good choice. So we don't want to use that. So this, what we do, I'm not going to break this open. These are bags, usable bags for us, but if we were to be using these, we would break them down to where they're totally flat, and then we're going to spread them out.
We need to move it down this. Let me just do this. No, just do that.
To where they can cover the area. And we're going to have the area that we want to use totally covered with these. So that's how we're going to start. And then we're going to take some compost, and we're going to do 4 inches of compost. 2 inches. We start with 2 inches. We're going to 4. We're going to start with 2 inches, cover this all up with 2 inches of compost, and then we're going to lay some. She's gonna get the examples here.
Leaves.
We still have a lot of leaves here.
2 inches of leaves.
So we'll be able to get our leaves and
well, we're not there.
Whatever we have there. They're going to be straw. They're going to be other things like that. But it's really your yellowed material that you can use to provide what's needed with the compost to break down and to get it working and going. And then another layer of compost over that.
2 more inches.
So we're now up to 6 inches, and then another layer of the yellowed material, leaves, straw, whatever we may have.
This top layer you can use the wood chips for.
Wood chips can go in there. Anyway, we're going to have that all laid down, and we're going to let that set
Spray it.
And yeah, we're going to wet it down, obviously. We need the water to keep it going. And then we're going to let it set until our patience runs out, I guess.
2 weeks.
We're hoping we can make it 2 weeks, but it's going to take that long before it's ready to plant. And then at that point, what we are going to be able to do is just to plant like normal on top of this, because it's going to be breaking down and the seeds can start to germinate, and as they are germinating and starting to grow, it's going to continue to break down and they'll be able to grow in this. So even though the soil down below has started really hard and compacted, with this on top of it and the moisture on top of it, it's going to help break it up. It's going to draw up the worms, which are going to take down nutrients. As the roots start going down there, they're going to make their way into this compacted ground. This first year isn't going to be the best year, we got it. But the plants that we put in there, in combination with what's on top of it to start working the soil, is going to allow this to work into the soil, all that we have on there, all the nutrients, pulling up the moisture, putting down the roots, getting all the biology happening that needs to happen, and then before our very eyes we're going to have this garden plot that's fantastic. But this, we've done pieces and parts of this. We haven't put all of this together before. We've done a little bit of research. This is a great way to do it. So we're excited to get there, get some newspapers and other things to lay down, but to get it going so we can get our garden started. But that's really the first thing that we're doing. Planting a garden in a different way than we planted the garden in an area that hasn't been gardened probably ever.
So there are 3 new things that we are going to plant this year, at least 3 new things. And one of the things is, outside of this garden, we are going to have a food forest. And this is the area that we plan to be able to do that in. So one of the plants that number 1 is an elderberry. We've never grown elderberry. I've never even seen an elderberry plant except for on the videos. We've drank it, and we know its medicinal purposes are incredible.
We're impressed with it.
So that's number 1.
And what we're excited about, this is a hint, in our area, elderberries grow really well.
You're giving so many hints. Yesterday he actually opened his mouth.
Elderberries grow well all over the United States, okay?
That is true. We can go in the forest here. Okay. Number 2. This is a garlic. We've never grown garlics before.
We tried.
No, we did in Burl, but we didn't stay long enough.
Yeah, it takes a while.
And I know I know this isn't a spring plant. So that might be a misnomer, but I can throw other ones.
But you gotta start them sometime, and we're gonna be there starting them. So as soon as we can, we're getting them going.
So anyway, we're gonna grow garlics. These are from our friends that we have garlics from.
In Oregon.
In Oregon. Number 3. I could pick any one of these, but I'm gonna say yarrow. We are gonna grow lots of herbs that we've never grown before. Yarrow is a really great plant to have in your garden. If you cut yourself, you just pick it, put it on, because it coagulates your blood. It's really good for the different kinds of insects and things like that. So
good for insects. It attracts them, it detracts them.
I'm not positive.
You can rub it on to keep them away.
I don't know, but somebody out there knows. Anyhow, we're gonna.
So you've read about it, and it's touted as being a great,
really great, and comfrey. Gonna do that.
Okay.
So everything's gonna be super exciting for us.
Now this food forest, we're excited about this food forest, right?
Yes.
Because it's a good-sized area. It's sloped, as you can see, so we're going to trellis into rows this food forest, but it's going to be a combination of combinations, really, is what it's going to turn out to be.
We're going to do the trios of triads, and we're going to do fruit trees and
nut trees,
and, nitrate fixing and rhubarbs and all of that underneath there, but we've gone way.
Yeah, it's going to be a great combination, but that's something that we haven't done. That's something we are going to do.
So today is a special day, and when we heard that this collaboration that Rose has put together was going to be on today, I knew today was going to be a special day. Today is the anniversary of the day that my dad passed away, and that was a very sad day for me because my dad and I were very close. It's actually been 26 years now, which is pretty amazing, and I still miss him. But one additional plant that we are going to plant as soon as we get there in honor of my dad is a red Lincoln rose. He loved rose bushes, and I've wanted to put together a rose garden for him, and now that we'll be permanent, there's a place in the center of the driveway that we can do that.
That's going to be a gorgeous spot.
So this is for you, Dad. Thank you so much for letting us be part of this collaboration, and check down below, if I don't have them there yet, check out Roses at Wholesome Roots and see all of the people who are participating in this wonderful, wonderful collaboration where we're all growing things we've never grown.